guys? Me and Marshall are back here for the semi-finals of The Greatest, a show where we put together an amazing bunch of fighters and we went through the quarterfinals and we've now got a very tough semi-final. You are watching the draw for the semi-finals, but before we go into the draw, let's have a quick recap of the quarters. Marshall, take me through it.
Okay, in the first matchup we had James Toney taking on James DeGale.
Where the fuck did you get James DeGale from? Cut, let's go again.
Alright. So in the first matchup we had Joe CALZAGHE taking on James Toney, and the Welshman won on a cumulative damage, just outworking James Toney, getting Toney on the back foot and just pressuring him in a close, hard-fought 12 rounds. I had Toney, you had CALZAGHE, the fans had CALZAGHE, so the decision goes to CALZAGHE. Then we had Roy Jones Jr. taking on CANELO ALVAREZ in what we thought would be one of Roy's toughest fights today, but Roy wins unanimous decision. We were on the same page for that one, and so was the fans as well. And in what I thought was the funnest matchup of the quarterfinals, we had FROCH taking on GERALD MCLELLAN. It would just be a straight-up street fight, as we said. We thought McClellan would get to him early, likely drop him, but FROCH survives, and McClellan wins a fairly close decision as well. And then in the final fight, we had Andre Ward taking on Chris EUBANK, and we said EUBANK is a hell of a fighter, but just a tough matchup to draw in the opening round. We think Andre Ward would just adapt, find ways to win at all ranges, inside, outside. Whatever he has to do, he'd win that fight.
And now that leaves us with four top quality fighters. I want to ask you a question that you asked me before we went on camera, but I'm going to ask it you now. Uno card. What semi-finals would you want to see? So we've got the 4 fighters that you mentioned that went through from the quarters.
Tough. Okay, so I've been saying all along, I think GERALD MCLELLAN is a dark horse in this tournament. If he gets the right matchup, I think he could go to the finals. I think a CALZAGHE versus McClellan fight is perfect, very fun, because they're both offensively just monsters or nightmares that way. The first few rounds of that fight would just be hellish, and I'll pay whatever you want me to pay to watch that fight. So
bring that American pay-per-view money. I'll pay it $80. Put it on the table. I'm watching that.
Take my money. So I think that is the matchup I'm going to be looking for in this round, and then that leaves us with possibly the 2 best, in my opinion, super middleweights of all time, Andre Ward and Roy Jones, in the semifinals. So that's just a sensational fight.
That is literally what I want. I think those 2 matchups make the final great, regardless of who goes through. The final will be amazing, right? But the semis would be class. Like, we'd have 2 great matchups to talk about and discuss. And with no more further chit chat, we're gonna go straight into the draw and bring out the sacred WWE Cup. This baby has a legendary. The names in it are legendary regardless, and we're gonna do the draw right now. We're gonna give it a little shake. Marshall here is gonna tell me to stop when I put my hand in, and I'm gonna pick out the first name. Let's do this. All right.
Stop.
Okay, so the first name out of the cap, Andre Ward.
Who's SOG gonna take on?
Please be Roy Jones. Please be Roy Jones. Please be Roy Jones. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Oh, damn. We got CALZAGHE facing Andre Ward. Brilliant, beautiful matchup. Not the one we wanted, but still a clash of styles there for sure.
Interesting fight.
And that leaves, who's going to be the home fighter? We know what the matchup is, but let's see who the home fighter is. Where is it going to take place? Roy Jones.
Roy Jones in Pensacola, Florida. That's where it's going down.
That's where this fight is going down. And there you have GERALD MCLELLAN, the away fighter for this fight. Brilliant matchups. Still, I mean, Roy Jones against McClellan. Oh my God. Thinking about it,
That was supposed to happen, eh?
There was talks, I think, but wait, was it?
I think McClellan got hurt and it stopped the fight, but I'm pretty sure that fight was supposed to happen.
Oh, I didn't know that. But there you go. The semi-finals are barnstorms of fights. Some brilliant fights in the semis. Andre Ward versus CALZAGHE, like we said, the technical fighter versus someone else who is technical, but he comes forward a lot more, throws punches, just all out war style fighter. And then the McLaren Roy Jones fight is another. Both of them, though, think about it. Both of them are a clash of styles. Both of them are definitely like different styles. There's arguments for both. I think neither of those fights are like, oh yeah, we're gonna outright pick this person to win. It's genuinely, you could have an argument for both.
I hear you. I'm excited to see where this goes, man.
All right, so that's it for the draw. Make sure to join us on the next episode as we go through semi-final one between Ward and CALZAGHE.
Hey fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking the icon right here, and also hit the bell button so that you can get alerts every time we upload a new video.